Today we'll solve one of the major doubt of students, that is what is the difference between atomicity and valency. So let's start. What is atomicity? It is the total number of atoms present in a molecule of element. Now, students think that molecule is the smallest particle of only compound and atom is the smallest particle of element. But this is a myth. Take my words, this is a myth, because for some elements it is not the case. Atom is not the smallest particle. Now why? Because some elements, atom, cannot stay independently in nature, so they are always found in a group of two or more than two. So now that group is known as molecule of that element. Now if we talk about element helium, helium is always found independently in nature, so that is the reason the smallest particle of helium element is an atom of helium. But that is not the case with oxygen. Oxygen atom cannot stay independently in nature. So they are always found in a group of two. That is the reason atomicity of oxygen is 2. Now for ozone, the atomicity is 3 because the atoms of ozone are always in a group of 3. Now again phosphorus, they are found in group of 4. That is the reason its atomicity is 4. Now similarly, the elements can be divided based on their atomicity into 4 categories. Now let's see them. Now what is monoatomic? Like the word mono means one. That means the elements whose atom can stay independently in nature, they come in this category, that is monoatomic molecules. So now they contain only one atom. So who will come in that? All the noble gases, that is your inert gases will be there. Your metals will be there. Carbon is there. Okay, so these elements show monoatomicity, that is, their atom can stay independently in nature. Now, what is diatomic? Now, diatomic are the element whose atom form a group of two, like your hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, fluorine, etc. Most of the non-metals. Now, what is triatomic molecules? Now, these are the ones whose atom form a group of three. So, the molecule has three atoms. Okay, now what is polyatomic molecules? They contain more than three atoms. Now, phosphorus has four, sulfur has eight, so they fall in this category of elements whose molecule has more than three atoms. Now, let's see what is valency. When we talk about valency, it has nothing to do with the number of atoms present in the molecule, like your atomicity does. Now, atomicity purely depends upon how many atoms are present in the molecule. But when we talk about valency, it depends purely on the electronic configuration of the atom. That is, how many number of electrons are present in the shells of that atom. Now, what does the definition of valency says? It says that valency is the maximum number of electron that an atom can lose, gain or share in order to become stabilized, or simply we say valency is the combining capacity of an element. So whenever we write any chemical formula or we try to stabilize, we always talk about valency. We don't talk about the atomicity of element. Now let's see how to find valency of some element with the help of its electronic configuration. Okay, here we have oxygen with the atomic number 8. To find out valency, it is very important that you know the atomic numbers. Now here we have carbon whose atomic number is 6. Now let's first do it for oxygen. So now this is the electronic configuration. In the middle, we have the nucleus where we have the proton and the neutron present. Now we know any element has same number of electron and same number of proton present. So inside it there are 8 proton. Yeah. Now there are eight electron. So how we fill the shells? First we start with the innermost shell, that is your K shell. Once it is filled, we start filling the next shell, that is L shell. Then we have M and then we have N. Now what is the capacity of these shells? K shell's capacity is 2. L, M, N, we try to make them octet because octet is the most stable state for any element. So for L, M, N, we try to make it octet. Okay. So now let's see valency for oxygen. So now let's start filling the shells. There are total 8 electrons. 2 electrons will come in the K shell. Now, K shell's capacity is also 2, so it is complete. Then we will start filling the L shell. We will put the remaining 6 electron in it. But we know the maximum capacity of L shell is 8. There are only 6. It needs more 2 electron. So it will need it from someone. That is the reason its valency is 2. 8 minus 6 is 2. So our valency of oxygen is 2. About carbon, carbon's atomic number is 6, so there are 6 electrons in it. Now let's start filling the shell. The first shell has 2 electron because it can only hold up to 2 electron. Then we will start filling the next shell. So the remaining 4 we will put here. But then what is the maximum capacity of our L shell? It is 8. So there are only 4. So therefore valency of carbon is 4. Want me to make a detailed video of valency of all first 20 elements, please let me know. I will surely make a video on that. Yeah, keep learning, keep exploring. Bye.